because of these franchises. So my question at the beginning of this topic was, what do you think is needed in order for Halo to make the resurgence that it needs in order to be a contender again?
I think the game needs to come out for one. I think I don't know. I think they need to definitely go back to and like help the more open community as far as the competitors standpoint, like the open bracket type people, the AMs. They were really kind of screwed in Halo 5 early on, which obviously hindered the rest of Halo 5. If you don't
Screwed how?
like, there wasn't an open tournament available to them, like a LAN.
Yeah.
This is 2016 until an official one until maybe after July of 2016. The game came out in 2015, October 27th. There was online stuff, qualifiers for LANs, qualifiers for like regionals, for worlds, but nothing open LAN tournament or anything. So, I mean, that right there, I think they need to not screw those people over as much. And I think
so. They have like a challengers division.
Yeah, I mean something for someone. They need to have something for someone. That's the bare minimum, right?
Yeah.
That for sure, because if you don't have people in your competitive scene that have anything to play for besides the people who are already pros, what the hell is going on? And then I think the main issue with 343 and Halo and HCS and all that in general is how many like hoops they have to jump through for everything, no matter what, when it comes to updating the game, adding something, fixing something, stating something.
Housekeeping is something that they have to fucking do regardless, though.
But like, I don't know, their way of doing things, it pisses me off. It's so annoying. Like they only seem to do things once the entire ladder and chain of command has been, gone up, like email after email, and it takes so long for them to do anything, basically, no matter how small, no matter how big. And like, there's a update coming to MCC on PC with crossplay to Xbox, which
that should help.
Yeah, like we all play on PC, but the console, like the Xbox community, the population is still way bigger than the PC community in general. So there's crossplay and there's input-based matchmaking, and it's being added in like the next month to 2, depending on whenever it's officially announced, or released, which one. The fact I have to say 1 to 2, that type of thing, is something they could fix. But that type of update, like those 2 things right there, which are the biggest, most important things that they could be doing for that game right now, isn't being like just added in. Even they could add it in. It could say experimental, like that right there. Your get out of jail free card in case like it's kind of being wonky at first.
Yeah.
But they're not releasing it until the next major title update to the game, which is when Halo 4 releases and it is added, which is in 1 to 2 months whenever they're officially done. I don't know. Like the way I see it is some things are more important than others and are needed like as ASAP. So. But I don't know. That's just my opinion on how they do things. And they've done that with a lot of updates and stuff in the past, whereas other games get shit done, hot fixed in if it's a necessity, priorities. So I don't know. I think they just need to get their communication and their priorities more streamlined.
For me, and obviously talking to Tashi, who fucking love that dude, fucking
on an individual thing, like the people there are awesome.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, but talking to him, like he has high hopes for this new thing.
Yeah,
and so do I, right? Like I want to be involved. I want to continue to follow the story. I want to be a part of the Halo story.
Yeah, no, there's a lot more good. I can't talk.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. For so long we've been waiting for this like resurgence of Halo to come back and have the same sort of emotions that we had in the past about it. But in the past I've been super involved in the esports, and I've watched every single. I know every single player and every single team, and et cetera. And like right now, I think that there's this sort of thing missing, and it's not necessarily having to do with the fact that you guys don't have a game or anything to play or anything stable that goes on a weekly basis. But I think that the fact that 343 or whoever, Bungie or whoever, is not holding tournaments to keep the community alive or to keep the community entertained or to signal to the world that hey, we're still here, bear with us while we hammer things out. Like I think that's a massive disservice to themselves.
They kind of are, but they're doing it in so many different assets and like avenues that it's kind of like
they need to concentrate on one.
It kind of, it like causes a divide.
Yeah.
And then that's among the community, and if the whole community's all getting divided up, then, I mean, hell, that's actually worse than doing nothing, because from an outside perspective, I'd be like, what is going on? Like, are these guys competing in this game or this game? And then next thing you know, you're not even thinking about the fact that Infinite's going to be a game. Yeah. And then you're watching COD.
Yeah, so when I saw Frosty leave, when I saw Shotzi leave, et cetera, leave Halo to that, like I have to think that at some point or another they were like, guys, this is going to continue to happen with these pros leaving the scene if we don't get our act together to get shit out.
And Snipe down over in Apex. I don't know if that's like permanent or something, but like, I mean, he just signed with TSM for their competitive team, so
for Apex,
him as well, yeah.
Yeah, so like again, there's a lot of staple community pro players that are sort of needed in this iteration of the new iteration of Halo to bring the thing, because you guys have the perfect formula, right? You have the veterans and you guys and your community, and then you have the Shotsies that are coming up in this thing that are like, yo, hey, I'm a player that can raise up the notoriety of the esport if you guys give it a chance.
And the next thing you know is
peas. But you can't help it, right? You can't help but to go to a place where it's being catered to a certain thing. And look, he won, right? Like he won a world championship year one. Fucking tank. So kudos to him, I guess.
I guess.
I like that. I like that the majority of the things that you said from an improvement standpoint has to do with the utmost basic things. Yeah. You're not saying they need to reinvent this, and instead of like, it's just basic stuff that develops a platform for it to be built upon.
And it just gets harder. I think the bigger the game and the company is, like we're at, like we said, all the way back to the Gandhi thing. Yeah. Like that would be fucking awesome to hear about like anything HCS wise ever. Yeah. Just even like once, please. Yeah. But I don't even know. Like, maybe they can or something.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that's a matter of they can or they cannot, right? Like they choose to. Yeah. Like, I mean, they choose to say what they do. There's ways around this thing. To give the updates needed. So I don't know, maybe you guys being a little bit more boisterous and caring, not that you don't care, but I think that being loud sometimes, especially if the pros, and I'm not encouraging you guys to go and fucking raise hell by any means, but I
already
think
sent out the PSA.
Yeah, so like I think that a more open conversation would keep. Or maybe they're doing the right thing. We're talking about it right now, right? Like I'm always wondering what the fuck they're doing, right?
The long con.
And Tashi is one text away from getting a download on what's happening. But I don't know. I think the mysteriousness of it. I think that the way that it's shaping out.
I was just about to say the mysteriousness. Yeah. Like, because I think they're doing really good and are really open with orgs, but that's also mysterious to us who aren't the orgs who are hearing these things.
From the orgs?
Yeah, like from 343, like all the good things that are making them jump on board. Yeah. Like, don't you think everybody else want to hear some of this?
Yeah, I just think I think that from a keep it on the wrap standpoint, it's a lot easier to talk to 12 orgs than it is to talk to 64 players. You know what I'm saying? Because then at that point, one of them who is a shitter that's not gonna be competing anyways is gonna go and ruin it for everybody by spreading the rumors and fucking leaking shit to whoever the fuck they leak shit to.
Well, at this point, I could go for some leaks or something. Yeah. I know some of us could. Like, someone leaks something for us. Yeah. Like, there's a time when it crosses from leaks to, like, just information. And I feel like we're at almost the information point with how close we are to the game release. And...
Well, we're not, though, right? Well, sort of?
Well, we should have been. But now we're... Even now, I'm going to say, even if it was like a July, August or something release, let's say next year. Yeah. Even then, we're still close enough. Like,
I agree.
So.
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't anything that anyone can really think of.
Give me a crumb. Give me a crumb of info.
That's crazy. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, man. Any last closing words or shout outs you want to
do? No. Shout out to Hecz for bringing me here.
Yeah.
Nick just for being Nick. That's all I got on him.
Yeah.
Davis, for being the first person I saw when I moved here.
Yeah.
Shout out to the stream. Shout out to the Halo people. Shout out to whoever's watching this. The Green Wall, all the bricks, wherever you guys are at now. I don't know where all the bricks went, but they're all spread out.
Yeah. They're waiting for me to push a button.
They're chilling
for it to reassemble like fucking Voltron.
Yeah.